Hey, hope that you're staying strong. Hope that you're staying safe. Hope that you are continuing to make the gains in your mind, in your body, in your spirit. That you're leveling up and using this time as an opportunity to become a more stronger, grounded, and powerful version of yourself, right? So, as you can tell, been a long day for me. Pretty tired right now. And what I want to talk to you about today is the most important question, okay? Because what was running through my mind before filming this video was, my mind talks a lot, comes up with a lot of stuff that doesn't empower me. And perhaps it was stuff that was picked up from outside of myself, right? Like I think about the amount of thoughts that I have in my head and how many actually started from within me, how many were picked out from outside of me, right? How many are the impressions that I've been picking up since childhood. But I digress, right? So my mind was going on and on, like, yo, why are you making these videos? What's the point? No one's even watching them. Like, why are you doing this? Just you can skip out on this one. It's okay. You've already made videos every single day for like, I don't know, 3-4 months at this point. There's no point. Just like leave it. You can delay it. You can do it tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Right. So my mind was coming up with a lot of excuses on why I shouldn't shoot this video, on why I shouldn't be, even making YouTube videos at the end of the day, because no one wants to hear what I want to say, right? So this is something that I've dealt with a lot, like my mind just going on and on and on in ways that don't empower me, in ways that don't align with my higher self, in ways that don't help me become a stronger version of myself, in ways that make me break my word to myself, right? So the most important question is why, right? Because a lot of people think about their goals, right? They have their goals in terms of what they want. Yo, I want more money in my bank account. Yo, I want to lose this body fat. Yo, I want to build more muscle. Yo, I want to fill in the blank, right? They focus on what they want, right? I focused on that for a long time. Yo, I want this, I want that, I want that. And then that's great. And that's what a lot of law of attraction people come into this as well. They're like, yo, I'm just going to sit and visualize what I want, and then it'll magically just appear in my life, right? But of course, that is not the way that things play out. And then a lot of people go out and they're like, yo, the law of attraction is a scam. It doesn't work, because they actually haven't gotten to the second level of manifestation. And just to clarify, like, manifestation means to consciously create a life that you love, right? Rather than unconsciously succumbing to expectations that are coming from outside of you, and you're living your life according to some other ideals, right? So just to clarify, that manifestation just means consciously creating your life rather than unconsciously succumbing to the circumstances in your life, right? So the second factor is about how to get it, right? So it's like, what you want is more money in the bank account. So how are you going to get it? What behavior are you going to change of yours that is going to allow you to generate more income, right? You want to lose body fat. What behavior are you going to change, right? So behavior level change is the second level, because people are like, I want the result, but then when it comes to actually exhibiting the behaviors that allow that result to manifest, then that is where a large segment of people fall off, right? And then the deepest reason is the most important. It's the core of everything, and it comes down to why, right? That is the most important question. Why do you want more money in the bank account? Why do you want to look better? Why do you want to develop a better relationship with your spouse? Why do I want to make more videos every single day? Why do I have to stick to this commitment of making videos every single day, right? Because I forgot who said it. I think it was Friedrich Nietzsche. He said that he who has a why to live can bear almost any how, right? So when your why is strong, right? And I'm not talking about the surface level why. If I'm like, yo, if you're like, I want to lose more fat, and you're like, I'm like, why? Also, I can look better. Why do you want to look better? So that I can feel more confident. Why do you want to feel more confident? Because I want to attract more women. Why do you want to attract more women? Because you want to feel, right? So the deeper you go and you keep going, if you ask yourself why like 7 times, then you really get to the core of what is driving you. And the more aware you are on what truly drives your behavior, the more you will be able to let go of these subconscious programs that don't serve you, right? These subconscious programs that might have been installed, that are distracting you, that are holding you back from living up to your ideal. and the more you can tune into what you are truly here for, right? So going back to my example with the videos, I made a commitment back in December to shoot daily videos for a year, right? And there were many days that came up and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna skip out. Like, I usually don't shoot these at night. I usually get these done first thing in the morning, but lately it's been I have some other projects on the table, right? So been giving that a priority right now. But I'm still here. I'm shooting this video. I didn't even know what I'm going to talk about before, but it comes down to, at the end of the day, the most important thing, right? Once you're clear on your why, the most important thing is to keep commitments to yourself, man. Like, that is the most important thing. Like, when there's a gap between what we say and what we do, then in that gap is where we lose our self-respect, we lose our own ability to actually maintain our word to ourselves. And we can't maintain our word to ourselves, we're not going to maintain our word to anyone else. The relationship takes a hit, and then it's a negative cycle from there, right? So, like, for me, it's really about closing the gap between what I say and what I do, right? The more I can match my intentions with my behaviors, the more I keep up that reputation with myself, the more I develop the identity of someone who says what he means and means what he says, right? Because when your brain is tricked, or like when you hack your own brain in this way, where you say something and then you don't live up to it, right? When you don't live up to your own word, then your brain just develops this identity as someone who doesn't keep up with his own word, someone who is not deserving of that self-respect, right? Someone who is not saying what he means. And that's just something that I've been working on. And really, at the end of the day, when you say something and then you do it, when you make a promise to yourself and you do it, that is where self-esteem and self-respect is created, right? People talk about confidence. Yeah, I want to be more confident. What is confidence? Confidence is a result, right? Confidence is a result of competence, right? When you're competent, then you have confidence. Now, where does confidence come from? You know, there's like this whole myth of talent. Yo, he's just talented. He's not. He can make it. He can't. Competence comes from courage, right? You have to be willing to be bad at something in order for you to be good at something, right? So at the end of the day, just these are some ideas running through my mind. Like, first and foremost, why do you do what you do? Why am I filming this video? Why is because I am developing an identity of someone who seeks to close the gap between what I say and what I do, right? I made a commitment that I'm going to shoot daily videos for the year 2020. And here I am making that actually happen. So no matter what my mind says, no matter what doubt comes in, no matter what these self-judgments come in, looking at, oh, I don't have enough viewers, I don't have enough subscribers, no one's even watching my videos, I'm getting less than this many views. Like, that is all chatter. That is insignificant in the face of the word that I've kept to myself. And sticking to that commitment is something that I intend on doing to close the gap between what I say and what I do, right? And getting to that deep level of identity level change, getting clear on why you do what you do, getting to the deepest level of change on getting clarity in why it is that you do what you do. And more often than not, it really roots back deep. Usually it's like some childhood stuff, usually it's some abandonment stuff, usually it's some relationship with a parent stuff. But if the more you can actually get an awareness of what truly drives you, the more you can let go of everything that doesn't serve you and close and narrow down on how you can actually continue moving in the direction of your goals, right? Because at the end of the day, the most important relationship that you have is with yourself, right? The most important thing that you'll be thinking about on your last day, if we are blessed enough to experience it to that extent, is, yo, how do I feel about myself? Like, did I give more than I took? Like, that's the most important thing. Like, how you feel about yourself when you're by yourself, right? You can't trick your conscience. You can escape it, you can suppress it, you can repress it. And usually, in my experience, that has been the case. Like, the drinking, the booze, the smoking up, or when I shouldn't have, right? Like, weed is a bit of a gray line because there's pros and cons to it. I'm going to make a whole different video series on this. But like porn, all these habits that damage your well-being, in my experience, have been exhibited as a means to escape, repress, suppress my conscience, right? So the more we can actually develop that relationship with ourselves by keeping our word to ourselves, the more we will develop that self-respect, the self-esteem, and we'll feel better about ourselves. as well, right? So a bit of a different energy video for you over here, but I hope that you got value from it either way. I definitely did, in terms of getting clarity for myself in terms of why I even do what I do. But leave a comment below letting me know what is the one thing that if you do right now would make everything else irrelevant or insignificant, because that one thing is the lead domino, which if you knock it down will take care of all the other dominoes in your life as well. Okay, the quality of the questions will determine the answers that you get in life, so make sure that you're asking yourself some very high quality questions. Okay, so with that, I conclude this video and I will see you in the next one.